Come on in. My name is Bill Tobin, and this is your Restaurant Leadership 365 flash briefing for Saturday, August 29th, 2020. This week we got our second stay-at-home order announcing the closure of restaurant dining rooms, amongst other things. We had actually expected it a week earlier, so because we were spared then, we were caught off guard when the mayor and governor made the emergency announcement this week. As I shared with many of my friends, I've heard many people say that this is a marathon. After being closed for 142 days, we finally reopened a little more than 2 weeks ago. We started the race. We certainly weren't sprinting, but we started to hit a pretty good stride this last week. Maybe we'll catch up, I thought. We're not that far behind. We can do this. Of course, they just pulled the rug out from underneath us. But even as we were hitting our stride, there was a question of whether we were breaking even and what we could do to pivot and make the business viable. In discussions with my team, it became apparent that pivot means different things to different people. Having the same style of service and a reduced menu didn't mean pivot to me. That was more like shrinking. When I suggested that I thought a pivot was to change our business model altogether by adopting counter service or limited service model, I got an earful of resistance. The guest experience. We have to have a host. We can only use these tables. I had to ask why several times to get people out of their comfort zones. Why do you have to have a host? Why do we have to take guests to their tables? Why does it matter where they sit? Usually, the reason for different processes or procedures in a restaurant have solid foundations. But if I ask why 3 times and one of the answers is because that's the way we've always done it or just because, then I know that we need to rethink what we're doing. I call it the triple why. Ask why questions 3 times to get to the underlying matter. So your task for today? Challenge thinking in your restaurant by using the triple why, asking why 3 times. Now go make it happen. Do you have a comment or a tip for restaurant leaders? Text me at 808-201-0550 or find me at restaurantleadership365.com. This is Bill Tobin. Thanks for coming in. See you tomorrow.